This is such an easy soft glam look, and it comes together so fast. You just gotta give it a try. Even if you don't have this Shadow Kiss palette, if you have the Natasha Denona Glam palette, which I know costs far more than this one, but if you have that one, because I believe it's more common to have that one, you can still do this look because these palettes are super similar. Or even if you find similar shades, these are very like popular shades. Just find similar ones that I'm using because this comes together beautifully, and it's just like, I know this look by the back of my hand. It just comes together so fast. And this goes with almost like any outfit, any occasion. I wore this to my mom's dinner dawat yesterday. And I could totally go get groceries in this too. If you want to see how I did it, keep on watching. Oh, and then a little shameless plug. I always forget to mention this, but I have an Instagram account where I show my daily looks. And I also have a TikTok account where I do the same things and little reviews here and there. So you can follow me or not. Just visit me. If you like it, follow me. Or if not, let me know. Or maybe not. I don't know. But I have all those details in the description below. Okay, now time to do this makeup. Right, I'm just gonna jump right into it. As always, I'm gonna start with my brows, and I have the super slim brow pencil in the shade Smoke from Absolute New York. I think this is literally one of the cheapest brow pencils out there, but it works fantastic. And then I'm gonna brush out my hairs with a brow wax, and I have the Magical Girl Brow Lift Sculpting Wax from AOA. Love this stuff. I love this brow gel stuff. This one works really well, and it's literally just $1. All right, brows are done. I'll prime my lids with the AOA Studio Flaw Eraser Stick in the shade Porcelain. And I'll blend that out with this fluffy brush. Today I'm gonna be using the Alter Ego Shadow Kiss palette. And this is supposed to be a dupe of the Natasha Denona Glam palette, and I've used it a couple times and I absolutely love it. And this is just perfect for a soft glam look. All right, I got you guys all nice zoomed up and close. I'm gonna use my fluffy shading brush and dip into the shade Risk right here, and I'll start building up a crease. Now I'm going to take a round crease brush and dip into this shade right here and start deepening my outer V. Well, and I pulled it into the crease too. And then I'll go back with my fluffy brush back into the shade Risk and blend this out. Okay, got a nice blend going on there. Now I'm gonna take a smaller crease brush and use the shade Umbra to really darken that outer V and the crease. But I'm going really light-handed with this one. And then I'm gonna blend it out just a little bit with my other crease brush. I'm not gonna use the fluffy one because I don't wanna move this shadow too much. Now I'm going to use the shade Disguise and put this all over my lid. And I'm really going to focus it on the center of my lid and the inner corner. Or the inner third. Yeah, these shimmers are really beautiful. They're not like too shiny, so it doesn't, like, it gives it the more soft glam feel. Now it's time for a shadow, like soft liner, and this eyeshadow palette doesn't have a black shadow, but I'm just gonna use my Makeup by Mario Ethereal Eyes Moonlight palette, and I'm just gonna use the black eyeshadow to create a soft blurred liner. Alrighty, I'm gonna use some black eyeliner and water my waterline. Color in my waterline. You know what I mean. Alright, this is what I meant. There we go. Back to the Shadow Kiss palette, I'm gonna use the shade Umbra and put some shadow on my bottom lash line. Nice. These eyeshadow colors really make brown eyes pop. Okay, now I'm gonna put on my eyelashes and I'll be right back. Okay, while my lash glue dries on this one, if you don't follow me on TikTok or Instagram, totally do so. I have everything in the description, including all the products I use. I've never mentioned that, but everything I use in the videos, plus my socials, everything's in there. Take a peek. The lashes are on. Really pulls in the look together. Okay, now time for the complexion. I pulled out this foundation. It's from AOA Studio, like the Shop Maison store, and this is their Satin Drop Foundation, and I have the shade L2. I bought this a really long time ago, and I just remembered like I had it. So I was like, let me do this, pull it on, try it, because I remember I really did like this foundation. So let's see. I'm just gonna spread it all over my face. I have just moisturizer and some serum on. And I'm just gonna first spread this out with a foundation brush and then I'll buff it in. Now I applied a lot of moisturizer. I just want like really light coverage. There we go. Might add just a little bit more. Well, let's see. I'll do layers. So I find that spreading out my foundation with it, like with a foundation brush, just makes everything look a little smoother before I use my other brush to buff everything in. Okay, I got my foundation going and I feel like the fluff on my face. Come on, I'm trying not to like move my foundation that much, but okay. I have the AOA Studio Top Secret Concealer and I have the shade Fair Ivory. I'm gonna use this under my eyes with a fluffy brush and I'll just like stipple this on. But this also blends like a dream. And it has really good coverage, but I don't really, I have bags under my eyes and some dark circles and like some purpley redness because my eyes are so tired. But this does a pretty good job of brightening things up. So I'll dab where I want more coverage and then I'll kind of like blend it out like this. And this being a really fluffy brush makes everything blend so seamlessly. Alrighty. I'm gonna give it a second before I set everything with some powder. I'm setting my under eyes with some translucent powder. And then whatever is left on this puff, I'm gonna kind of dab where I have like a lot of shine. Like this foundation isn't necessarily dewy, my forehead's just really shiny, but it's not like from grease. Like my skin's just shiny, and then even with like foundation on top, oof, it shows through. And then I'll kind of put some powder on the rest of my face too. I like everything matte. Oops. But I'm not putting that much powder on. And then I'll use another brush and kind of buff it out. All right. I forgot to contour before I powdered my face, but I'm gonna use the Makeup by Mario SoftSculpt shaping stick in the shade Light Medium and go over all this with some contour. Do on my forehead, on the sides of my nose, and then just a little on my cheeks right here. Especially since this is a foundation that's closer to my skin tone, when I usually go like deeper, I will add quite a bit of bronzer after this. I take this all the way into my hairline. I'm trying to be more gentle with my skin because I tend to go a little rough when I use like makeup brushes on my face. Okay. Now I'm gonna set with a lot of bronzer, and I always use the Essence Sun Club Matte Bronzing Powder. And just a nice fluffy brush. Beautiful bronzer. And this is a more like neutral to cool tone bronzer, and it just works so well, especially since it's buildable. You don't have to worry about like looking crazy. Well, you can always look crazy with too much bronzer, but this one's kind of hard to do with. Time for some blush, and this one is my favorite. It's the Wet n Wild, I don't know what it is because I took the tag off, but the shade is Nude Brown. I'll have it in the description if you want the actual full name, but if you look up Wet n Wild Nude Brown, or is it Brown Nude? If you look up either one, this will show up. It's absolutely beautiful. This is actually a dupe of the MAC Copper Tone blush. Oh, beautiful. Just gives you like the perfect like sun-kissed, like bronzy glow. This is looking more orange on camera, and I'm praying that it's not gonna actually look like that, because on my mirroring device it looks pretty orange, but I swear it's not orange. It has a little peachy tone, but it looks like a brown. There we go. And then I'm gonna use just a little bit on my nose. Just adds to that like toasted, I've been sitting in the sun for a little longer than I should have look. Oh, I love it. And there's not any shimmers in here, and I always like matte, like no shimmer blushes. They're my favorite. Okay, time to start on the lips. The lip liner I'm going to use today is the gel lip liner from AOA Studio, and this is in the shade Pony. It's a really nice brown. This lip liner is creamy to the point where it almost feels like it's like a blurry lip liner, which is something I normally don't go for, but for an everyday look, this is nice. Okay, and then for lipsticks, I have MAC Honey Love. I heard this was actually like reformulated, or like the shade changed a little bit, but I have the OG one, so I'm really excited that I have this, and I'm just gonna dab, and I'm just gonna put it right in the middle of my lips. And I'm gonna use the lip liner again to darken around the edges. Okay, the lips are done. Now this is a matte look. If you want some gloss on your lips, totally do it. And for the gloss that I'll use today, I'm using the LA Colors Plump Gloss in the shade Surge. I think this color is so beautiful. I don't know when I got this. I've had a lot of lip products. Yeah. And this one actually tingles a good bit, but I never looked for a before and after. I just kind of like put it on and just walk out the door. So anyways, we're done with the makeup. Yeah, I've always done a look very similar to this, but I'll use like a wider range of like different palettes and everything. But this palette pretty much has all the shadows I would use for this look. So it's nice to have everything in this one palette because I can travel with this or just put this in my makeup bag and just do my makeup wherever I end up, like more easy instead of going to my bathroom, picking out everything, and it's just a lot easier. If you're able to, I would definitely try this palette out. But if you do have the Natasha Denona Glam palette, you might not need this. But if you don't have the Glam palette, definitely try this out. I absolutely love it. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I have all my information in the description box for all my socials. I'm on Instagram and TikTok, and obviously YouTube. But check me out there. I hope you like my stuff. I do more makeup posts often there, so yeah. Bye.